Hello, and my name is Velberhand. Today I am going to talk to you about why I deleted my World of Warcraft account after playing the game for 16 years. It all started back in 2005 as a young boy at the age of 14. I was looking for that next game, right? I was looking for that fantasy, I was looking for that magic, I was looking for that excitement. And by chance, I went over to my friend's place, and he showed me World of Warcraft. That's usually how the story goes, at least for most people, I think. And he showed me the game. He showed me his different characters, his level 40 hunter, his orc rogue he had, and I was just draw. Literally, my jaw was on the floor. I was just like, "Wow, is this for real? You can have like online games like this and play them at home and shit." It was exciting. I was excited, you know, and I was addicted completely. I was literally playing. When I was able to get the game finally, it took some convincing for my parents to finally allow me to get the game. But yeah, I finally got the game and I played the shit out of it. My free time was spent playing the game. Pretty much, I did nothing else. I wasn't good at the game. I was just having a lot of fun. And yeah, I made a hunter, got him level 30, and then realized I didn't want to play hunter. I wanted to play paladin. And this was back in the original version of the game. And paladins were very complicated to level up, or they take a long time, as they were kind of useless. But I mean, I had a blast. It took me forever to get to level 60. In fact, I didn't even reach level 60, in time. TBC came out. I wasn't 60 yet. But I didn't care. For me, I didn't even know. I didn't even understand the concept of endgame. For me, the game was leveling. It was going and discovering this huge world, meeting people, right? And then you can meet them again later on, which I thought was really cool. I almost hit my water bottle. But literally meeting people and then be able to see them again later on, it was just mind blown for me. And whether it was because I was playing Alliance, obviously, but whether it was Alliance or Horde, you would remember the names. It was really crazy. And then you would form groups to go into these dungeons. This was the first time I'd really started seeing the concept of instances, because remember, WoW was open world and there were really no instances, which is absolutely crazy. And so, yeah, had a blast. And I played all the way through Wrath Lich King with that character, and then starting Kata, I started trying different characters. I was maining something different. I think I switched to Shaman at the time. I think I played a Draenei Tauren Shaman, and yeah, it was crazy. And I participated in some of the PVE in game. That was in TBC. I did Karzhan. I mean, I didn't do a lot, mainly dungeons and like one raid or something. And then during Wrath Lich King, I actually did a lot of the instances or the PV content when I could. It was fun. I loved it. I love the open world. I love the world PvP. I love meeting people. I love talking to people. It was fantastic, and I absolutely love Battlegrounds. I thought that was really cool. Yeah, and then the game kind of just went downhill from there. And starting Cataclysm, it was considered at the time the worst expansion, and every expansion following that became the worse and worse. But to be fair, though, PvP did kind of see its glory days in Cataclysm and Mists of Pandaria, in my opinion. But otherwise, for the MMORPG genre, the game really didn't develop. It felt more like the developers were trying to find software solutions to having a lot of people together. So they would have, they would cross realm, they would have phasing, they had all these little tricks up their sleeve to kind of like be able to handle the scaling, sort of, if when a lot of people would play together, and it would kind of put them in their own separate worlds, which I found that, why would you do that? It's MMORPG, bro. You're supposed to be all together, you know? I mean, if you look at the game, or what it could do back in 2004 compared to what it can do today, 100 people still can't play together without it lagging. I mean, the definition of an MMORPG advances as technology advances. By today's standards, Blizzard's World of Warcraft game is no longer an MMORPG. In fact, they've even regressed. It's more of an instance game. Most people spend, I spend most of my time running around Orbos like an idiot, looking through the LFG system, trying to find something to do because, once you do the quests in the different zones, there's not much else to do, right? They've already killed the community. And you spend, anytime you're in a major city, you check trade chat, you see boost selling all the time. Even in the LVG's interface, you see boost selling. It's extremely toxic, and it's horrible. And then they've added the shop, and it's all about making profit. Blizzard doesn't really care about their gaming anymore. We all know this already. They don't care. It's all about maximizing shareholder profit. But yeah, I technically quit WoW after Warlords of Draenor. I was a sucker. I bought Legion. I played a week, then I quit. Then I was smart. I didn't buy BFA. I skipped that completely, and thank God I did. But I was suckered back in because I heard of Classic WoW. I thought Blizzard was going to be different. I thought they had a different vision, and they were going to do things differently. So I bought Shadowlands. And at first it was kind of good, but it loses its magic quite quickly because you realize, there's, other than the nice looking zones, there's not much else the game has to offer. All right, you can argue that Covenants and the new tree system is a revolution. That's kind of a stretch. They didn't really push the MMORPG genre at all in any sense. It's still instances. There's nothing. So you have Classic WoW. Okay, the Classic WoW is kind of cool. I wasn't really that excited about the end game of Classic WoW, but I was excited to kind of re-experience the whole leveling and meeting people, the community, and it was great. It was nice. It was very slow paced, as it was back then, which made me realize at one point it had become so fast paced. I think even today, it's a bit too fast paced. But whatever. Classic WoW was it was great. I just took my time. I didn't even reach level 60 by the time I deleted my account. But I still had fun. It was great. But what really became the last straw for me was for TBC. I was actually really getting excited for TBC because TBC for me was going to be the game that I was going to play, that I really was looking forward to, because TBC was really the time period in my life where I had probably some of the best experiences, TBC and Wrath. And I heard that they were going to add character boosts, that they were going to add an in-game mount that you could buy with real money, and that you had to pay to copy your character. All those three things are absolute garbage. The excuses that come out to justify these decisions is trash. It's garbage. You can say what you want. It's absolute garbage is what they have to say to justify adding these things in the game. It's not about caring about you. It's about maximizing profit, shareholder profit. That's all they care about. And they see that people are suckers again, and they will buy this stuff. And people complain about it, but there's not enough action. And for me, it was too much. I can't support this kind of game, this kind of company. I want it out. And so to make sure that I would never be involved with Blizzard again, I decided to completely delete my account so I could never play the game again. Will I regret it? Well, time will tell. If Blizzard finally decides in the future that they're going to be less greedy and they're actually going to push the MMORPG genre for it to become something actually amazing, then yeah, I probably regret it. But as it seems now, I have nothing to fear. Yeah. And that's why I deleted my account.